Okay, so now I'm going to offer my 4 beans, 4 berries to the coffee queen. Yes. Thank you. Where's my salary? Ay! I know that. Bye, guys. This is my coffee farmer era. They say coffee wakes you up, but this trip woke up something else entirely. I am a self-confessed coffee addict. Cafe latte, cappuccinos, French press, pour over, you name it, I've had it. I thought I knew coffee, well, until this trip. We were invited by Cebu Pacific and the Department of Tourism Region 11 to explore the rich coffee and cacao culture of Davao. And what we discovered is something deeper than just a buzz. This is the story of coffee from seed to soul. A journey rooted in tradition, nurtured by community, and brewed with a purpose. Our journey begins in Upper Katigan, Turil, home to the Bagobo Tagabawa, one of the 11 indigenous tribes of Davao. Here, coffee isn't just a crop. It's a thread that ties the community, land, and legacy together. I was welcomed by Tribal Chief Datu Lawrence Bayokbok.
Welcome dito sa community ng Bagobo-Tagabawa tribe.
This is the beginning part of the tour, and this is where the seedlings are. This is a specialty coffee that they're trying to grow here, and it's called Catimor Arabica. I can't wait to taste it. Okay, so from the seedling, we're now here at the planting part of this tour, and this is very experiential. And this is actually my first time to plant coffee. And what's amazing is the experience is something that you can come back to. You'll find out what that means. So I was told that planting is traditionally done with bare hands to connect more deeply with the earth. But today, they handed me gloves because the organic fertilizer they used included chicken manure. We have the honor of having Datu Lawrence here to help us. Siyempre, leader ang kasama natin. So this is the seedling. This fertilizer, as I was listening earlier, chicken manure, limestone, and ammonia, correct?
Yes.
Good student. Okay. Ooh, chicken manure. Okay lang ba yan, Datu? Tama bang ginagawa ko?
Oh, tama ito.
It was a rare honor that Datu Lawrence himself taught me their way of planting a coffee seedling. He learned this as a child, taught by the elders before him. Now, he's passing it on to me. This feels like it's good for the soul. It felt sacred and slightly stinky. The variety we planted was Catimor Arabica, a high elevation coffee known for its clean, crisp flavor. But the bigger story is, coffee here helps preserve ancestral land and gives the younger generation a path away from illegal logging. It's more than farming. It's a form of resistance and reclamation. Gaano po ba ka-importante yung coffee farming sa community dito sa Bagobo-Tagabawa?
Ay, importante talaga, ma'am, dahil yun ang isa sa sustainable livelihood ng mga tribo. Dito sa ancestral domain namin, ma'am, is nakakatulong sa amin sa kabuhayan namin at saka mapakita din namin kung ano yung kahalagahan ng pagtatanim at nakakatulong din sa environmental compliance, yung ecological balance, dahil noon may mga loggers na pumupunta dito din iniwan yung mga lupa na tiwangwang. Then ngayon isa din talaga sa plano namin na i-agroforest,
Yes.
yung program namin.
Ay, nakaganda naman.
Agroforest din, kasali na yung kopi. So at least yung kalikasan natin, pag aalagaan natin, may sustainable livelihood din yung community natin.
So I love what they're doing here. Basically, you can come and plant and they will give you this wooden bamboo stick where you can write your name and then you can come and visit. Yan. How cool is that? Marie, BNC, Billionaire News Channel, planting in Davao. It's such a, parang soulful experience to be able to come, experience planting, be amongst them, and then they will tell you how they live their lives. And it's such a beautiful place as well. Ang ganda. Parang nakaka-relax magtanim. Pero hindi ko kaya yung 30. Isa lang. Thank you po. Salamat. Salamat po.
Salamat, ma'am. Salamat.
Yes.
Ready na kayong magkape?
Yes. After planting, we shared breakfast with the Bagobo-Tagabawa community. I was handed a nilutlot na cassava.
Na balanghoy.
Sige, ako po. And given the sacred honor of ripping open the bamboo. Medyo na-challenge ako. Ayun! Oh! Guys, nilutlot ni Marie ang cassava. Nilutlot, which I kept repeating because I like the word nilutlot, in tribal terms just means if you rip it, you get to eat it. I love that. Ang sarap. Ang sarap with coffee. Nang hingi ng kape.
It's coffee time!
During our meal, I learned that we were only the second group ever to be invited to their land. After planting, you just want to have your coffee, your nilutlot na cassava, and just relax. Enjoy the scenery and enjoy the people of Bagobo-Tagabawa. Nakakatuwa. It's hard to explain the warmth, generosity, and quiet strength I felt here. Other than, learning how to plant and seeing where they live, what was even heartwarming to me is the hospitality that they've shown us here. The Bagobo-Tagabawa tribe, they're such warm people. They were so generous and feeding us and showing us the way they live, what they eat, even making me bring home some of the produce that they make here. So maraming salamat po. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Come again, ma'am.
And as we said our goodbyes, they smiled and told me to return when it's time to harvest this seedling that I planted. And you know what? I really can't wait to return. Next, we head to Sitio Balutakay in Bansalan, at the foot of Mount Apo, where coffee plants thrive in crisp volcanic soil, and where one of the country's most inspiring coffee journey began. This is the home of Marivic Dubria, or as many call her, the coffee queen of Davao. And if you love a good rags to riches story, this one comes with a hit of citrus, deep roast, and a whole lot of heart. Marivic began as a daycare teacher, earning just $1,500 a month. She and her husband grew vegetables to get by, surviving on less than $5,000 a month, a four-piece family living off the land. But everything changed when she turned her focus to coffee. With the guidance of Coffee for Peace, she planted Catimor Arabica, a resilient highland variety. Through her patience and innovation, she grew not just beans, but a name. In 2019, Marivic's hard work paid off big time. She took off first place at the Philippine Quality Competition, proving that world-class coffee can come from humble beginnings. And it didn't stop there. Her beans made it all the way to Boston, brewed and tasted at Specialty Coffee Expo, one of the biggest coffee events in the world. And just like that, Bansalan was on the global map, and so was Marivic. Since I planted coffee earlier, I think I earned the right to pick coffee this time. The problem is, it's not really coffee season, so it's quite a challenge to pick the coffee berries, but I'm up for the challenge and I'm gonna go all the way down to see if I can get some. It took me 30 minutes down a slippery slope. They say patience is part of the process, and now I have a new appreciation for every bean in my cup. All right, so I went all the way down, and guess what? I picked out 4 berries that are ready. I'm gonna go show it to Marivic, and I'm gonna ask for my salary for picking up the 4 berries. Okay, so now I'm going to offer my 4 beans, 4 berries to the coffee queen. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where's my salary?
Dalhin na yan.
Bye, guys. Truth is, every bean you drink starts with this kind of labor: climbing, crouching, sorting. And that makes what Marivic has built even more extraordinary. Today, she not only produces award-winning coffee, she trains other farmers, shares techniques, and uplifts her community.
Nawala tayo sa sa world map na
Yes.
pangatlo o pangapat tayong biggest producer noon, tapos nawala tayo sa map.
So goal mo yung ibalik yon.
Yes po, kaya kahit saan na ako pumupunta para magturo sa mga farmers na gusto mo engage into coffee farming din.
Dito sa Davao? Or
Hindi lang
all over the
Philippines.
Philippines? Coffee queen na talaga, hindi lang sa Davao. Coffee queen of the Philippines.
Yes. Kasi nag-grab ko kasi yung mga trainings and seminars for free, so gusto ko talaga i-impart yun sa ibang mga farmers.
Wow. She may be the coffee queen of Davao, but to me, she's the queen of paying it forward. It's one thing to win with coffee. It's another to make sure others win too. And in that sense, Marivic's harvest is still growing. Pabili po.
Yes, ano po yun?
Yung award-winning coffee niyo po. This is the award-winning coffee. So I'm buying Marivica. From picking cherries on the slopes of Mount Apo to understanding what happens after the harvest, our coffee journey now takes us to the heart of processing and purpose. Ever wondered what happens after the harvest? Welcome to Coffee for Peace, where beans become both business and bridge.
Before po kasi, as per mentioned by Joji Pantoa, the owner and CEO of Coffee for Peace, there were conflicts in this area. When they wanted to resolve conflicts, they would like to sit down, and every time they sit down, there's one present during this peace-building conversation, and that is coffee. They came up with an idea na why not came up with a Coffee for Peace project wherein yung mga farmers and then those people in the red areas before, why not talk and build peace with coffee?
Yes.
So that's why Coffee for Peace was established.
This organization isn't just about roasting coffee. Founded in 2008, Coffee for Peace has trained over 1,000 farmers across Mindanao, from indigenous groups to former rebels, teaching how to sort, ferment, dry, and roast. They use the process itself from bean to brew as a way to bring people together. Their approach? Post-harvest education plus peace building. Here, farmers don't just learn about coffee. They learn how to build peace one cup at a time. So, yes, the coffee is strong, but the community behind it, even stronger. This place is special. It connects all stories we've seen so far, from the tribal farmers in Upper Katigan to the coffee queen in Bansalan. Everyone's journey somehow leads here. While visiting, we even met a farmer currently being mentored by Coffee for Peace. His pride in the beans he's producing, inspiring. After listening to Kuya Alwin share his journey, it was our turn to get a taste of the process. Not by drinking, but by doing. We tried our hand by sorting green beans by size, shape, and spotting defects.
Oh my God, buhay pa yung inseko.
We call it borer, coffee borer.
The kind of detail that separates the good from great. Then came the deep dive into processing. From the clean, crisp acidity of the wash method to the bold, fruity notes of the natural process. And the honey process, a little sweet spot in between. The level of care in every stage, from fermentation tanks to sun dryers, is a reminder good coffee doesn't just happen. It's taught, it's shared, it's earned. So what we experience today is fair trade talaga for farmers. It's really seeing the farmers themselves talk about their experience and how Coffee for Peace has helped them. And as you can see, the process is very tedious, so that's why it costs a lot.
Yes, that's why we are having this Davao coffee tour for you po and for our viewers to appreciate how our favorite beverage came to be.
I never realized how powerful a cup of coffee could be. Here, coffee isn't just a drink. It's diplomacy, education, and healing, one cup at a time. Before the final sip, we rewind. We made a quick visit to the Regional Coffee Innovation Center and Museum, Mindanao's very first coffee museum, and only the second in the country. They said sit for a cup of coffee, and I took that literally, so I'm sitting in a giant cup before I head to the coffee museum. It was the perfect wind down after the day of digging into soil, hiking slippery slopes, and sipping our way through farms. What I like is that this tour has a museum attached to it in the end, so you have a better appreciation. You learn a little bit about the history, you learn more about the beans and how they process it, and the new technologies they add to it. We saw how coffee tree grows, how beans evolve from region to roast, and how tradition and innovation blend together, just like the perfect cup. Understanding it makes you appreciate it even more. Next, time to taste everything we've learned. My favorite. We head to Frog Cafe Arena, Davao's playground for coffee lovers. This is the coffee appreciation part of our tour, and this is where the tour ends here at Cafe Arena, and we're gonna get to try social cupping. I've never done that before. Here we met husband and wife team Gina and Marcus, who are also our cupping guides. Wait, but what exactly is cupping? Cupping is the universal tasting method used in the coffee world. It's how experts evaluate flavor, aroma, and quality of beans.
Yes. That's assessing the coffee, evaluating the coffee. That's the grader's task to evaluate, to assess the coffee by protocol. And through the result of our grading, that's rely on the price of the coffee, based on the grade of the coffee. So we cannot grade, even I'm a grader, I cannot grade alone. I need 3 or 5 or 7 more graders to cup together. And then we have to calibrate if we are same.
Think of it as the coffee industry's quality control and flavor map all in one. Social cupping is fun, interactive, and perfect for curious beginners like me. What is social cupping? Why is it called social cupping?
Yeah, social cupping because we only have 2 samples. They have the same coffee, but 2 cups. The formal cupping has 5 cups. Social cupping because we can talk to each other. You can ask, you can discuss with so I like this more, it's more like this. So you can.
So there's social aspect of it.
But the formal cupping, you just smell and write. We don't have a form. In formal cupping, you cannot discuss until everything is done because you do it by protocol. What is your top coffee? Which one you like and why? You can smell the fragrance. After I pour here, and you can proceed smelling the aroma, the same thing, you just sniff it.
Now I know, I understand. Boom.
So when you slurp it, always remember warm, tepid, and cold. 3 times you taste the coffee, and then you slurp.
Woo! Practice. They told me to slurp loud. Very demure. I tried my best, and I like to believe I did. With taste buds buzzing and guesses flying, we each found our favorites. Oh, this is my choice! Mount Apo. And just as each cup had its own story, so did the cafe itself. Marcus told us how this quirky name and the specialty coffee spot came to life.
The name Frog is fresh roast of great cafe. Because we roasted coffee in our shop fresh. So fresh roasted coffee is very superior to older coffee and etc. etc.
It's the final slurp of this wild coffee ride. From tribal traditions to taste test, one thing's clear. Coffee will never taste the same again. From the highlands of Mount Apo to the heart of Davao City, this coffee trail wasn't just about the perfect brew. It was more about the people, the passion, and the purpose behind every bean. Before this trip, coffee was something I grabbed on the go. Now, it's something that I will pause for. Because behind every cup is a farmer, a family, a story. And that's what makes every sip just a little more meaningful. Who knew coffee could take you this far? Up mountains, into tribes, and deep into cupping labs. I came for the caffeine, but I stayed for the culture. This has been the Lifestyle Lab's Brewed Awakening.